from the KATC Weather Lab, here's Bradley's forecast.
All right, well, another healthy scattering of showers and storms across Acadiana today. It's been like clockwork with showers developing along the coast first thing in the morning, and then we see those showers and storms building inland throughout the rest of Acadiana throughout the mid-morning and a good chunk of the afternoon time frame. We saw that once again today, and I don't really see a reason to change the forecast as we round out the week tomorrow. But again, you can see satellite radar composite from today, those showers and storms getting going. As we dial it into Power Doppler 3 late this afternoon, early this evening, most of the rain on the radar pretty much south of the I-10 corridor, and boy, we were tracking a pretty heavy storm in southern Lafayette Parish that was producing some very heavy rainfall and quite a bit of lightning, say about 30 to 45 minutes ago over towards Youngsville, Broussard area. But that particular storm has since dissipated. Now it's just some leftover very light shower activity there. Meanwhile, further to the south into Vermilion Parish, we are tracking some pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall from intracoastal city over towards the Delcom area. And again, all of this gradually trying to lift its way to the north, but it looks like this particular cell more or less on a weakening trend. And as we go further to the east into Iberia Parish, nice little downpour just to the east of New Iberia and to the north of Jeanerette here along this Highway 90 corridor. Got some pockets of heavy rainfall there, a couple of strikes of lightning. And then again, if we keep traveling southeast here on Highway 90, we will run into some more moderate rainfall here over towards the Patterson area. But more or less, we'll hold rain chances at around 40% at least through the next couple of hours. Pretty typical summertime scenario. Once we lose that daytime heating, say at around 7 or 8 o'clock, then the bulk of the shower and storm activity will start to come to an end. Meanwhile, out in the tropics now in the eastern Pacific, we have back-to-back tropical storms, Georgette and Frank, both of which have maximum sustained winds at around 50 miles per hour. But that's not going to be a threat to us as they continue out in the eastern Pacific. And we mentioned this yesterday. Usually when we see an uptick in activity on the eastern Pacific side, that usually translates to a rather quiet Atlantic basin, and indeed that is what we're seeing. Simply atmospheric conditions are not favorable for tropical development on the Atlantic side. Yes, we see a couple of tropical waves out here, none of which showing signs of development or organizing, and in fact we're not expecting any new developments at least through the next 5 to 10 days. So certainly that is some good news. Of course, we still got a ways to go in the hurricane season, peak of the season mid to late August, and then going through much of September. But at least as of now, as of today, looking pretty good. We're going to finish out the month of July and start the month of August with no tropical activity. Now, as we track the atmospheric moisture over the next several days, again, a good amount of low-level moisture in place tomorrow. So as that interacts with daytime heating, expect a pretty good scattering of those showers and storms. As we head into the weekend, looks like that moisture plume is going to start to lift to the north just a little bit, but still scattered activity on Saturday, especially Saturday afternoon, northwestern portions of the area. And then heading into Sunday, looks like some drier air moves in again as we're kind of in between the two moisture plumes. So rain chances down to around 20 to 30%. And then that second wave of moisture moves in for the early parts of next week. And that should help to give us another slight uptick in our rain chances at around easily when that happens, when we get a good amount of low level moisture out there and we get the daytime heating. Easy to go with a rain chance of around 50 to 60% for sure. So again, activity that's currently on the radar this evening will come to an end a little bit later on this evening. We'll see those overnight lows dropping down into the mid 70s. So that's where we'll start our Friday. And again, probably dealing with some coastal showers first thing in the morning, and then like clockwork, we'll start to see activity building inland, migrating inland by the afternoon. So I do expect a pretty good scattering of showers and storms as we round out the week tomorrow. And again, as per usual this time of year, any one particular storm that gets going out there will have the capability ability to put down some brief heavy downpours and quite a bit of lightning as well. So be on the lookout for that. But then activity quiets down tomorrow night, mid-70s first thing Saturday morning. And then again, looks like the graph model a little aggressive here Saturday afternoon, but still I'll maintain about a 40% chance for those scattered showers and storms. But we should see coverage coming down a bit by Sunday. As far as rainfall totals, very typical summertime scenario over the next 48 hours or so. Again, some of us picking up an inch or two, with other areas not quite as much. So again, very typical with those scattered afternoon summertime showers and storms for sure. 76, the projected low tonight. Again, those evening showers beginning to diminish over the next couple of hours or so. Fair and quiet later on tonight. And then 90 to 91, the projected high tomorrow, as the pattern remains somewhat unsettled with a scattering of showers and storms out there. Again, prime time, we'll say mid-morning through about the mid-afternoon time frame. Your rain chances at around 60%. And then heading into the weekend, again, not necessarily dealing with a washout, but still scattered storms into Saturday afternoon. Rain chances 40%, 20 to 30%, so a little bit lower into Sunday. And then much of next week, again, very typical summertime pattern. What we would expect, guys, for early August, low to mid-90s for our high temperatures, with rain chances anywhere from around 40 to 60%.
Here we are talking about the start of August already.
Can you believe that?
Hard week away.
Thank you, Bradley.